welcome to K&C Crafts. Today we are going to do a cowboy hat. This is going to be the same kind of process as the hats we have made previously in videos. What you will need is a bottle lid, an empty soda bottle, pop bottle, whatever you call it, some glue guns, scissors, needle and thread, ribbon, and some scraps of fabric. And then of course whatever hardware you need to make it into whatever you're making, whether you're making a keychain or a hairpiece or a pin or a refrigerator magnet, you will need that hardware to attach to it. First, you want to measure and cut a 2-inch piece of plastic from the side of your plastic bottle. I have one that has already been cut here from a Mountain Dew bottle. The best way to do this, I have found, is to use a very thin piece of cardboard and make your 2-inch circle, and then place the cardboard on the side of the bottle, trace around it with a marker, and then cut it out. That way you have your 2-inch circle without having to try and measure it on the bottle. Next, you want to measure and cut a 2 3/4 of an inch circle and a 3 1/2 inch circle from your fabric. Okay, I have some of those cut out. This is the 3 1/2 inch circle, and this is the 2 3/4 of an inch circle. And here you have your pieces. So your next step is to take your thread and needle, just like with all the other hats we've done. Take one of your circles and just start sewing around the edge with a running stitch. Again, make sure that the outside of the cloth is on the outside, and then you want to take your bottle lid and place it inside the cloth and pull your thread tight around the lid. Once you have that done, you just want to take and knot your thread. And cut it. For your next step, you'll take the other circle and sew it around the edges in a running stitch, just like you did the first one. Once you get that sewn, you want to take your plastic piece, make sure that it curves upward toward the opening, and then you want to tighten your thread. It's fine to let it curve up more. The more that it curves, the more it will look like a cowboy hat. Then you want to take and knot your thread, and cut it off. There you have your two pieces for your cowboy hat. Next, you'll take your glue gun. I'm going to use the big one for this to glue the two pieces together. I'm going to put the glue on the bottom side of the lid because I don't want the hot glue to try to misshape the plastic on the base. So you can take your time with this one just a little bit because you don't want it to melt it. Once you get that on there, place the lid in the center. And there you have your cowboy hat. Then I'm going to take the smaller glue gun and the ribbon to put a band around the hat. And I'm going to start on the side. Put just a little dot there. And put the ribbon on. And just wrap the ribbon around. Part of the way first. I found with the cowboy hats it is better to add a little dab of glue in a couple places going around just to hold it in place so it doesn't try to slip off. And once you get back around to that side, you want to cut your ribbon just slightly overlapping the other end. Put another dab of glue there and attach that ribbon to itself, and you have your cowboy hat. At this point, you can add your hardware for whatever you're making it into. So if you're making a keychain, you'd poke a hole and add your jump ring and a keychain. Or you can glue a magnet on the back, or a barrette, or a pin, or whatever you're going to do with it. Here are some that we have previously made. Some of these we added a little bit of a bow or a tail to. Some of them we just put a band on. I also want to mention that I made a couple with some fabric that it was a little bit sheer, but what I did was I cut 2 layers for each circle, and then I sewed them both at the same time to put them on there. This is one of those sheer fabrics. But you can add flowers and bows, whatever you want to add to yours. I just left most of these plain. that's it for now. Thank you for joining us on our crafting adventures. I hope you had a great time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.